What's going on, Omnibuddies? Today we are looking at the library edition of King of Spies. This comes to us from Mark Millar with illustrations by Matteo Scalera and published by Dark Horse Comics. What's going on, everyone? We are back today with another overview. Yeah, we are looking at King of Spies. This is the latest from Mark Millar and illustrated by Matteo Scalera, and yeah, comes to us from Dark Horse Comics. So it is a pretty small book overall. I mean, scale-wise, it's huge, which is awesome, but it is a quick read because it's only 4 issues, but it is a packed 4 issues, and I did not know what to expect from this other than just kind of the premise of it, but dang, was I impressed. I had a ton of fun, and I rarely say this because, you know, the books, the graphic novels are often just really good and you should just leave them alone and not like try and expand it or anything like that. But dang, 1, this would be a really cool expanded universe. 2, I would love to see this made into either a miniseries or a feature-length movie because this thing kicked hard and it was a super fun spy, espionage, killer for hire book. Definitely had a ton of fun with it. All right, let's stop talking about it here. Let's lay it down on the table and talk about it there. All right, so here is the King of Spies Library Edition. Here's the nice cover, glossy dust jacket. This is by Mark Millar and Matteo Scalera. Here is a spine shot. So you got, yep, Dark Horse Publishing. And here is the reverse shot. So this does retail for $49.99 USD, so for 50 bucks. But yeah, you can get it usually cheaper elsewhere at places like Panel Bound Comics and all of that. Here, let's pop off the dust jacket real quick. So taking off the dust jacket, you do see, well, you do have that on the interior flaps, but the back cover and front cover and all that are exactly the same. So you're not getting anything different with or without the dust jacket on there. Same for the spine. Let's flip it open real quick. You do get these gorgeous end papers here. I really love when they do art on the end papers. It is the same art on both end paper, end sheets, whatever you want to call them. But I do appreciate when they actually do that. And I do have to highlight, dang, I have been loving these. Let's get a light over here real quick. These black gilded and the gilding on the pages here, this black kind of metallic silver, or not metallic silver, this black metallic gilding on here, super nice, really gorgeous work. I love it. It's super cool. And this book is held up pretty well. I opened it up, did the spine loosening and relaxing, and then I took some photos of it, so that was twice, and then I read it 3 times, and now I am going through it a 4th time. So it has been holding up really well. Let's kind of flip it open here. You can see it definitely has, let's see if I can get a shot. You can kind of see the eye hole through there. It gets a really nice eye hole with this glued binding. It comes with a really thick reading ribbon, which is really nice. I really appreciate when they put in a touch like that. I mean, this is only 4 issues, so you don't necessarily need a ribbon because, I don't know, I feel like you can plow through this in maybe 1 sitting, maybe 2, I guess. But yeah, so here we are. It's by Mark Millar, Matteo Scalera, colors by Giovanna Nero, and letters by Clem Robbins. And yeah, published by Dark Horse Comics. So let's see. Let's find some pages here. The pages are really thick, really great quality. The print on it, the color is beautiful and gorgeous, and I didn't notice any issues there. A little light test. So I mean, if you're shining the light straight through, you can, see that bubble through on the other side. But even out here, right off camera, you're not seeing through these pages really at all. So nothing to worry about with page thinness or anything of that. No issues there. And yeah, so it's a great book. It does include some extras in here, but that is a quick overview. Let's put this back in there of King of Spies, The Bind. All right, so now we've talked about the bind and the book itself. Let's talk about the story. So this story is a super cool spy thriller. So it, I mean, comes in in the 90s, and you're dealing with a chase of a super spy, top of his game, uh, you know, all cocky and brash, and knows what he's doing. And Roland's a good name for a boy because he just accidentally falls on an ambulance, and the woman's giving birth inside, and the baby comes out, and he's Roland's a good name for a boy. So he's cocky, he's sure of himself, and rightfully so, because he is a BA, and he's pretty cool, and he's got that suave look to him, and he gets right into it with fighting the people chasing him, and obviously they're really good and well trained too, and he dispenses with a whole bunch of stuff. So that gives you a little bit of the story there. And then all of a sudden you are launched into, well, here's Roland, and he is aged, and he has gotten older, and he is not doing well, but well, health-wise he's not doing well. Lady-wise he's doing pretty well still, because he's still got that, silver fox, nice looking elderly gent who is, in all the ways of the world, but meeting the queen and doing all the things, and he is a schmoozer and great. I'm gonna try not to show off any saucy parts of this book, but you quickly learn there's something going on with him health wise, and he I mean, the whole premise of the book, I guess if you want to skip forward 10 seconds, but so that you don't get any spoilers, so skip forward now. But he is basically got a terminal diagnosis, and now he wants to make amends for his life. Okay, so if you've skipped forward, now we're not going to be talking too much about it, but yeah. So he decides with the rest of his life that he wants to go about making amends and really actually like doing something good for the world, not just doing what he's told and following orders. And so this is a man on a mission with nothing to lose, and at the top, he's not at the top of his game, but he is still knowledgeable in all the ways of the, being a spy, and he can make things happen. And he does, boy, does he make crazy things happen. This story is so cool. It's bonkers. It's off the wall. There's characters that come back in ridiculous ways that are just so crazy and so fun. And I mean, bombs in the booty, and just nutso. And it is so fun and just so out there, and is such a fun romp through the spy world as a spy with really nothing left to lose. And it is, try not to show the saucy parts. So I had so much fun with this book. I think I read it in like 2 sittings maybe, because like I said, it's 4 issues, and it just keeps going. I didn't want to have to put it down, but it was getting late at night because I started reading it later, and dang. So I'm going to put a bookmark in here so that we can come back and look at that double page spread later. So the story is completely self-contained in here, and is super fun. It just gets, you jump right into the story, and it follows them through this romp, and then it concludes, and it is awesome. So you're getting a one and done story in here. I'd love to see more in this world, but that is it for this story especially. So you are not having to worry about anything prior or anything before or anything like that. It's fun. All right, let's jump into the art. Okay, so the art in this book, just gorgeous. Matteo Scalera's art, so good. And I gotta say, like, the art is great too, but always along with that, Clem Robin, or not Clem, Giovanni, I mean, letters by Clem are great too. Colors by Giovanni Nero, just perfect for Scalero's art. They just all work so well together. They just mash together and make a beautiful, beautiful book in here. I mean, the action in these scenes, there's so much action going on. And all the detail and like these leaves and the trees and the explosions. I mean, he doesn't spend a lot of time doing like the background stuff and a lot of that. He does, you know, like textures for clouds and things, but he does put so much detail into the action and the movement and the motion of this book. So I do not fault him for that. And I mean, you look at some of these shots, there's no backgrounds, but then you look at some of these vistas and there's a ton of detail in here. So he does mix it up quite a bit and give you the necessary background when you need it, but avoids it and just shows action and the actual characters when action is happening. Because I think actually, if he did put too much detail into the background shots of these, the characters and the action would actually get lost in just all of the line work. So works out really well with the coloring and the action, and you know, he does these action kind of stretch marks, action marks, whatever, motion marks, whatever you want to call it. But so it does convey a lot and does fill the panel. And I mean, look at that gorgeous line work on the patterns of the floor. So nice. Anyways, let's get through the book itself, how it's bound. I mean, you're not getting any gutter loss in here at all. It's all right there, and I don't think I noticed any issues with it. I mean, you're seeing some of the stitching in here because it does lay so flat. So you're definitely getting the entire page as you're going. Oh man, these colors are just so moody and so good. And oh, just enough detail to convey all the action when you need to. And I mean, look at here's a great look at the background too when he's filling in all of this detail with this bookcase in there and all that. Hopefully you can see it. Here, let me try and turn it up a little bit there. So you can see all that detail in the background. And I mean, there's tons of detail in that library scene, all the, you know, fabric going on. But then, yeah, so he definitely does a lot in here. Really great work. Jeez, very violent too. So if you're not into gore or violence, I don't know what you're doing watching this book, because this is a very gory, very action heavy book in here. I mean, there's a hand just that he, you know, chopped off. So cool. Man, I love the character designs of this book too. They all have good looks to them that differentiate them, but you know, you're not really worried about you know, some of these background characters that are you know, kind of tertiary to the story. They play a role, but you don't have to have them be too memorable. I mean, I guess the president, you would have to have it be memorable, but you know, the characters don't have to be ultra memorable, but they all do have their own distinctive look and style. And especially Roland has his own style. It is just, oh man, some of these baddies in here, so cool to see how he did this. And I love the X-ray shot here. Very fun. Oh man, that's crazy scene. Okay, so here's kind of showing, and I guess this would be the worst of the gutter loss because it's you know, not in the middle of the book, so it's not going to lay as flat as anything else. It's near the end of the book, but you're still not getting any. I mean, you can stretch the pages a little bit with your thumb, and you get everything in here. There is no loss. I can see where the print actually stops, right on the edge of where it's bound. So it's nearly perfect in getting the entire story in there. But yeah, so that is a look. Here, let's put this ribbon in here for the end of the book. Bam. All right. So that is a quick look at the art. All right, so this is a library edition. It's smaller, but let's talk about what the extras are in here. Boom. I got to start doing that more often. I'm just going to cover up the last page. It's not that spoily, but so you do get a nice little cover art gallery in here. Like I said, it's only 4 issues, I believe. So there's not a ton of cover art because there just weren't a ton of issues. But these covers are pretty sick in here. A lot of different artists. I love that one, just that sketchy, blueprinty look of London in there. Some of the other cool characters and character shots, and oh, super fun. Different color. I love seeing the takes of different artists. I mean, this is Matteo, but different artists' take on these characters. It's always so fun to see. And then, man, look at all that detail in there. So get some really cool cover art gallery in here, and basically A's and B's of the issues. I guess cover C here, and then you have the sketch material with the different character designs. So that's super fun to see. You got Roland King, you got Atticus, you got the Countess, the twins, Lucas. So you got all the kind of the main host of characters in here. And then you also get the page layouts and kind of the preliminaries before the colors and most of the lettering gets done in here too. So you do get some of that. Just 2 pages worth, a 2-page spread, but it's a short book, so you're not going to get a ton of extra material out of that. And then you get the bios for the creators, the 4 creators involved in here, and then you have that classic, what I'm noticing at the end of every Mark Millar collection is all of his different books going on. Chrononauts was so good. I loved it. King of Spies has been great. Cannot wait to read Ambassadors. And oh, what's the other one I was really looking forward to? Well, I mean, I loved Wolverine. I actually got to go read Kingsman. I love those movies. I need to actually go read Kingsman and get on that. Ambassadors, I'm so excited. Oh, Magic Order was so solid. Loved Magic Order. Cannot wait for more of that. Definitely need more Magic Order in my life. And then I have some Jupiter's Legacy I got to catch up on too. Oh man, he's done so many good things. Anyways, and then yeah, there's some little previous things on there. And then boom, boom. And then it says Netflix, so hopefully they're going to be doing a show of this. I mean, I know a lot of these media companies buy the rights to these books before they're even out half the time, and then they just want the rights just in case it does blow up and become big and be awesome, and then you never see it. So hopefully with it being printed on here with Netflix, it'll be coming out. I haven't checked, maybe it is already coming out. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that is a quick look at the extras of King of Spies. All right, so that was a quick overview of King of Spies. I hope that piqued your interest some. I haven't really been following Mark Millar very much, but lately it seems like he has just been dropping awesome book after awesome book, and I'm here for it. It has been really fun, and I love all these one-off stories that are in, his Mark Millar repertoire, but they're not, interconnected, at least that I know of. If they are, let me know in the comments. But maybe there are some that are connected to each other, but there's a ton of them. And especially lately, it seems like he has just been dropping them like crazy. And the art's always been fantastic. The stories have been super cool and super fun, quick reads. And I have been loving these binds that Dark Horse has been publishing for him in these larger scale to show off the art, and the black end page gilding is just super cool. Definitely like it. Definitely think it's worth picking up or checking out if you are at all into the spy or action genres of the graphic novel arena. Definitely worth checking out. You can hit up Organic Price Books, use code Omnibuddy for $2 off every order. Or if you're going to pick up a bunch of books, like 4 or more books, you can use Omnibuddy Ship Together, get 5% off your entire order. You can pick your shipping method now, which is super cool. So if you want peanuts, if you want inserts, if you want foam or whatever, you can pick it, and that's how they'll ship it. Super cool, and definitely worth checking out because they are definitely some of the best prices you'll find out there, especially if you're using any creator code out there. in combination with getting rewards for earning points that way too. I know people that have ordered hundreds of dollars worth of books for free just from stacking all their reward points together. Super cool, but definitely worth checking out. And thank you, Dark Horse, for hooking me up with this book. But that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, do all of those things. But the most important thing to do, I say this in every video, is to comment. Let me know either one, I'll give you two choices. One, what your favorite spy book is out there. Is it like Brubaker's Velvet, which was super cool? Is it King of Spies? Is it something else? And or if you don't want to do that, what is your favorite Mark Millar book out there? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'll let you go. Take care. Stay cool.